It's sponsored intro time. Head over to RL Exchange where you can buy all your favorite Rocket League items. Look how crisp that looks, and you can do this on a bunch of different consoles. You can use a bunch of different payment methods, and your items will be in your inventory super fast. It's super simple, and you can use code DILLBOBS at checkout for 3% off. Now let's get on to this video. Yo, what's going on guys, DILLBOBS here, and we're getting very close to the start of Season 6, which means most of you are probably wondering, what will the theme be for Season 6? Does DILLBOBS know? Well, I do have a hunch on what the theme could be because of previous leaks, and Rocket League did just release a teaser which could confirm my thoughts. So let's just watch the teaser now and then I'll fully break it down. So that right there is the new teaser. Now what does any of this mean? Right here on the satellite it says Rocket League TV. You're probably wondering what this is. So let me try and break down what I think this leak could mean. Now I'll give you my idea, which I think is backed by the leaks that I had recently, but I will also give some suggestions that I've heard which also could be likely. But in this teaser, essentially what's happening is the attack or the invasion on Starbase Arc that happened in Season 5, which is why we had the space theme. Well, that attack seems to have caused a ripple effect into Season 6 because the blast actually managed to damage this satellite, which we now know is some kind of Rocket League TV satellite. And this satellite is sparking now in a very strange way, as if it's gonna break, malfunction, and do some kind of overload, because this kind of energy, we don't know what this is, you know. That massive beam could be all sorts of stuff, and having that much energy, this satellite looks like it might explode and overload, and it seems as though it might in fact turn the Rocket League universe into some kind of TV theme. So like a cartoon, a comic, something like that. It might make Rocket League a cartoon, because it makes sense. Cartoons are watched on the TV. This massive energy blast could completely change the Rocket League universe and turn everything into a cartoon. A bit like the old movies like Space Jam, where the real world goes into the cartoon world. We could see that. And cartoon items have been a thing on Rocket League before. They do kind of like running with that theme. They've had goal explosions, there's decals like the ripped comic decal, there's boost like Toon Sketch. They do have a lot of cartoon items, and they do seem to like doing that. Now the main reason I believe this is going to be the theme for Season 6 is because we also got a leak for an image of the new Blueprint series, which seems to have a comic book style, like a cartoon comic book style to it, with the sort of dots around it in the bottom right corner as well. So it looks like this Blueprint series that could come out in Season 6 is going to be cartoon themed, and normally the new Blueprint series match the theme that they are released in. The last Blueprint series, the Dorado series, had a lot of space items in, and we had a space theme. So having that leak and now seeing this teaser, it seems very likely that we're gonna get a comic or cartoon themed Season 6, which should also give us maybe a map that's a comic theme map or a cartoon theme map that has the sort of outlined effect that you see on things like the ripped comic decal. I honestly think this could be really awesome. Anyway, we are definitely going to be getting more teasers every day probably, so I mean, I will keep you up to date. It should be pretty obvious soon what the theme will be. But I also want to give credit to another idea that I've heard going around, that people think maybe this satellite could send sort of the universe back in time to like the OG Rocket League days, or maybe like the 90s, and it can be like an old-fashioned theme, which could also be very possible. I mean, it could go back in time to old-fashioned like black and white era maybe. But if you actually did listen as well, you could hear the song Solar Eclipses play out of the satellite, which was an original song on Rocket League back in its release date at 2016. Solar Eclipses was the song. Like, you turned on the menu and you could hear Solar Eclipses. It gave me so much nostalgia just hearing it again. And it's weird that they're making, you know, that play. Now, that is the only reason I think I could be wrong about the comic and cartoon theme, but I highly doubt it. But because we heard Solar Eclipses, an OG Rocket League song, maybe it is going to send us back in time through the history of Rocket League, and that's why it's Rocket League TV. Who knows? But yeah, I think a cartoon theme is quite likely. We probably are heading towards that direction. Anyway, when the other teasers do come out, I will notify you guys and deduce everything I can from that, so we can find out the new season theme as quick as we can. Anyway, let me know in the comments, what do you want season 6 to be themed? And that's it from me. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.